I really feel like I saw my own strength last night. I thought we could hang out this morning while I get ready for the day. I haven't done like a morning routine. I used to do my makeup. Well, we did Q&As. We haven't done those in a while, so I thought we could hang out. I'm gonna start off with my Batiste dry shampoo. I was talking to someone the other day who doesn't use dry shampoo. I was like, this is the way, man. Unless you have like super dry hair, you don't need it. So I usually dry shampoo and then leave my hair up while I get ready. Wearing my Don't Worry Beyonce sweatshirt. These leggings are from Target from like 5 years ago. And drinking out of my Mareathoner coffee mug this morning. Might actually get a whole cup of coffee in. So the plan today is getting ready, taking Thomas to school, going to the radio station, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. That's why I'm in my gym clothes again, because normally on a Monday I would go to the gym after Thomas when he has autism therapy, but it's canceled today. So I had to reschedule a little bit, but we're still getting the gym in. So I use the beauty blender. Mine's dirty, don't judge me. And I like to get it wet. It expands, sort of squeeze it dry a little bit, and this makes my foundation so flawless. Speaking of foundation, I use the Marcel Flawless Skin Fusion Foundation in Buff Beige. Yes, I need to do my nails. I was gonna paint my nails last night. Holy, did something ever happen last night. So I don't vlog on Sundays. I missed it yesterday. I really wish I had been vlogging. Super productive, I'll show you. I put some stuff up in the house. I started my gallery wall. Thomas had a swimming lesson. We did groceries. I did like all these things. If you watched my last vlog, I had said I needed to be productive. Speaking of my previous vlogs, then I just pound the crap out of it, and this works so well. But I wanted to just mention my last few vlogs. So Friday, you saw me have a really good day and then really go down. And then Saturday, you saw me have a really rough start to the day, and then at the end, I was so pumped. And it wasn't until I had like signed off for the night that I was reading some of your comments about Friday's vlog. And there was a really lovely comment from, I think it was from Denise, about how she's never been through anything like this, but she knows she will go through loss, and that it was super helpful to see, you know, you can be having the greatest day and then they can just plummet from grief, and vice versa. You can be having a rough day and then you can really see it improve. And that's what I'm really noticing lately. Like, I know I've said in recent videos I'm not doing very well. I'm using the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour waterproof concealer. I'm still not convinced that it's worth the money. I'm not doing great, as you've been seeing, but what has been nice is, like, I think my bounce back time is getting better, which you've seen. So here is a perfect, oh, that's a bit much. Hey, this is a perfect example. This is what happened last night. So we were having a good day. It was chill, and I hadn't been on my computer all day, which I try to do on Sundays. I try to really not work, not edit any videos, not do anything, not even like emails to family, or like, I really try to just stay off of socials and the computer. Thomas and I are having a great day, lots of laughs, lots of snuggles, lots of like, just great. And so when my mom was here, we had made a grocery list, and so there was one thing left for me to make, and it was this cheesy pasta bake from the Eat Smart Naomi Smart cookbook. And had all the ingredients, started making it, realized that it was like way more labor intensive than I expected, which was fine because like I like to cook, but I started to get a little bit sad because this is the Essence All About Matte powder, and then I just use the Real Techniques powder brush, because I realized, I started to get sad because I realized how much food I was making, and it was just gonna be for me and Thomas, and realizing like, well, we could eat this all week. And I realized like one of the joys for me of cooking is cooking for other people. So that bummed me out a little bit, but I was like, whatever, gotta make it, like have the ingredients. This will feed me, you know, for the next few days at least. You may be wondering why I'm putting on makeup since I'm going to the gym, but I'm not going to the gym for a while, and then I still have to continue on with my day. I might come home and have a body shower depending on how much I sweat, but in case you were like, why are you putting on makeup? That's why. Anyways, so I was making this meal and it was like labor intensive. Like you roast vegetables for half an hour, then you make the pasta, then you make the sauce, then you make the cheese sauce. Like, of course it's plant-based. And then you have to bake it all again for 30 minutes. And I was like, whoa, for some reason I thought it was just like a little mac and cheese. Not. Anyways, so I roasted the veg and like, you know, was whatever, making the pasta and the sauce and starting the cheese sauce, which includes like making a roux basically with like flour. And I was thinking like, okay, this is way too much work, like especially just for me, which that's why it started to bum me out. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, all day, everyday life. And I pulled out the roasted veg and was going to put the veg in the sauce, and I had a oven mitt on one hand but not on this hand, and I went to pick it up and burned the crap out of this hand. This is the e.l.f. blush palette in Light. It's really nice. Doesn't have the best staying power, like I find I have to reapply. So burned my hand to crap, hurt so badly. Of course my right hand, and I'm right-handed. And I just instantly started like not ugly crying. My therapist says don't say ugly cry. Sobbing, like drooling, sobbing, like release. And I mean, from the pain, it wasn't like that bad. The pain was bad, but like the burn is fine. Like my hand's fine. But you know, when like it's just sort of a tipping point, just like lost it. Had to cry, like had my hand under, you know, lukewarm water forever, and then was like trying to still make dinner because everything's like timely, right? I can't just stop. That's a waste of food. So I was holding like a can of Zevia until it wasn't cold anymore, and then I would take a new one out of the fridge and like hold it for as long as I could, and then quickly make something with this hand and then put it back. Like, realize, nothing like burning your right hand to make you realize how useless your left hand is. I was like, oh, one of my first thoughts was, I'm not gonna get to do yoga tonight. Oh, so bummed. So like, cried, kept making it, managed to like stop crying. I was like, okay, all you need to do, again, my whole thing where I'm like, you can do anything for 10 minutes. I was like, all you need to do is get this so that it can go in the oven, and then it has to bake for 30 minutes so then you can like relax. Of course, the kitchen is a mess, and I'm like, how am I gonna do the dishes? I'm like, wow, it's just awful. Anyway, the moral of this whole long, convoluted good morning story is okay, this is the Essence, I think. Extreme Lasting, Easy Glide, and Waterproof White Pencil. I put this in my waterline to make my eyes look a little less red. Works like a hot damn. And then I'm using the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. Just gonna do a little light coat because I will probably sweat some of this off at the gym. Oh, hello, good morning. You wanna say hi? Hi, everyone. Do you need help? Okay, he's sorted, I'm sorted. And are we ahead of schedule? Excuse me? 5 to 8? Yes. Where was I? Burned my hand. Said to myself, you can do anything for 10 minutes. That's like become such a thing for me. I was like, right, all I need to do is get everything done, put it in the oven, and then I can sit. So that's what I did. And I started to feel better. I started to feel okay. I calmed down. And then once the food was in the oven, my hand was still like just so painful. So all I did was Google, and I thought, you know what? there's gotta be an essential oil that's good for burns. Turns out lavender oil is good for a burn, which I have on the reg, a giant bottle in my room. So I was a little bit hesitant to just put lavender oil on my hand because there's some essential oils that you're supposed to like dilute. So I just mixed it with some olive oil, like lathered it on my hand, and I would say within a few minutes it started to burn less, like magic. So I wanted to tell you this in case it was a very minor kitchen burn. I'm not saying like if you have a major burn, just like pour lavender oil on it and it'll be fine. But it helped, and like this, I slept fine. I just did it that one time. I thought I was gonna have to like reapply it. No, it's fine. Feels a little like there's definitely a layer of skin gone. I also took some Motrin, which could have helped. So, you know, but yeah, I wanted to mention that. I didn't want to forget. And then also, I was able to like load the dishwasher. I couldn't do the dishes, like I didn't want to actually use my right hand, but I was able to load the dishwasher, tidy the kitchen, make Thomas's dinner, eat my dinner. I didn't give him a bath because again, I was like a little bit worried about my hand. But I just had this aha moment of, I really saw my own strength last night. And this may not like make sense to you, but it makes sense to me. Like realizing like you can burn yourself. There's nobody here to say like, oh, you just sit down, let me finish making dinner, and like you can check out for the night. No. So I was like self-high-fiving all over the place. And in this Brene Brown book that I'm reading right now, she talks about like, talk to yourself like you would talk to a friend. And so I just said to like, I really had a talk with myself, like how proud I was that I was able to calm down, finish dinner. It was so good. Cause you know when you're making something new and you have that moment of like, this doesn't even look like it's gonna be good. It was so delicious. Thomas and I had a nice dinner, and then I was like, okay, you're not gonna be able to do yoga. That's fine. Was gonna do my nails last night. I was like, nope, that's okay. You're just gonna lay down. And so I put Thomas to bed and I just laid down, watched a bunch of episodes of Last Man Standing on Netflix because they just recently added a new season. And I felt so calm. I really feel like I saw my own strength last night. You are all so kind and always saying you see it, but I really feel like I saw it last night. And I really wanted to share that story with you. So that was my diet. I am gonna work out today. I'm gonna see how my hand is feeling, and if it's still a little bit sore, I'm just gonna do a day of cardio. But I'm definitely gonna do yoga tonight. I'm gonna try and do both so that I catch up, because I was so proud of myself for doing 2 weeks straight. But I just could not. I couldn't like push it last night. It was just too painful. So about a half an hour before we have to leave for school and work, I'm gonna get my gym bag ready. Made Thomas's lunch last night. That's been a game changer, making his lunch at nighttime. Do you wanna see the progress on the gallery wall? Let me show you. I talked about these frames but didn't actually show them in my Boxing Day haul, but I bought all of these on Boxing Day. Here's the overview. This is what it's looking like. I'm sure it'll piss off some of you because they're not all like perfectly measured out, but I like that. I like how that looks. So all the frames are from Winners, and those stars were actually in the Christmas collection at HomeSense Winners. So I still need to take all of the price tags off. Lots of you had good suggestions on my Insta stories yesterday to use lemon essential oil or Goo Gone. I'm gonna try that. But that's where we're at. And then I need to decide what pictures to print out. I'm really happy with it. If you're a marathoner that's been here for a while, you will probably remember this used to be black frames, and it was all our wedding photos, which I took down pretty quickly after Jeremy died. It was just way too hard to look at. So it was emotional yesterday. I definitely had a little cry thinking of him because I used a lot of the holes when he had built the gallery wall. But feels good, feels fresh, feels light, and I'm happy to put some new photos in there. I keep listening for the door. because I'm expecting the next order of You Do You sweatshirts today. I'm like, UPS man, hello? I did 40 minutes of cardio, self high five. I'm going to therapy, and we got a lot to talk about. Whew. I haven't seen her since before Christmas, so I'm bringing my You Do You notebook, link below if you want to buy one. And also got my Mareathoner water bottle. I think these are sold out right now, but we do have some different ones. Hello, how's it going?
There you go.
Thanks.
Great. Okay.
Have a good night. Did someone order sweatshirts? I don't think I've shown you this. I'll put this up. Thank you. More Mareathoner love right here. That was not me raising the roof. That was just me showing you, I swear. I just did tonight's yoga with Adrian, the listen one. Wow, it was hard. Like, it was supposed to just be rejuvenating and stretching and like, it was difficult tonight. Yeah, I was stiff, but I did it. Excuse me. I'm gonna paint my nails and go to bed. I'm using my favorite red, which is the Wet n Wild One Step Wonder Gel in Crime of Passion. That looks really orange. It's a really pretty red. I'm gonna say goodnight. Thanks for hanging out. Lace up and become a Mareathoner if you aren't already one. Subscribe to my channel. There's a link down below. Welcome to all the new subscribers that we've gained in the last few days. Welcome to the family. We're a good time, I promise. I feel like I should have something else to say, but I don't think so. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Lace up and subscribe today. You do you. Hope you got some self high fives in there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.